Plastic 3D printing is everywhere right now, and it could even be in your own home. From rapid prototypes on a designer's desk to production-grade parts rolling off of machines by the thousands. But not all plastic printing is created equal. If you're new here, I'm Sean with Evology Manufacturing, and if you've ever wondered what goes into professional-grade plastic 3D printing, this video is for you. Now, when most people think of plastic printing, they're picturing a desktop printer making little keychains or hobby parts out of PLA. That's FFF, fused filament fabrication, which is similar to FDM or fused deposition modeling. And while it's a great entry point, it's just scratching the surface of what's possible with additive manufacturing. To make sense of all the different technologies out there, we're going to break down plastic additive into two main buckets: true thermoplastics and photopolymers. Let's dive in. Let's start with true thermoplastics. These technologies use materials that behave like traditional plastics. They melt, fuse, and solidify again, which makes them durable, functional, and perfect for production-ready components. They've got a ton of data around them, similar to injection molding plastics. FDM, or fused deposition modeling, works by extruding melted filament through a heated nozzle layer by layer. It's simple, reliable, and great for engineering-grade materials like nylon, ULTEM, and carbon fiber, which are commonly used for jigs, fixtures, and functional parts. Moving up the ladder of technology, SLS, or selective laser sintering, uses a laser to fuse powdered plastic together layer by layer, similar to how metal DMLS printing works. The unsintered powder around your part acts as a natural support material, which means you can print complex geometries and enclosed features that would be impossible otherwise. MJF, or multi-jet fusion, takes a similar approach, but it replaces the lasers with a precision inkjet print head that applies fusing and detailing agents before infrared lamps bond each layer together. This process is fast, repeatable, and perfect for producing hundreds or even thousands of consistent parts with excellent surface quality. And finally, SAF, or selective absorption fusion, takes powder bed printing even a step further, using an infrared absorbing fluid and full width lamp to fuse material in one pass. The result is unmatched consistency and scalability, making it ideal for true production environments where repeatability and cost per part really matter. Switching gears to the second technology bucket, which is photopolymers. These processes use light to cure liquid resin into solid parts and are known for precision, smooth surfaces, and visual quality. SLA, or stereolithography, is the original resin-based photopolymer technology, as well as the first 3D printing technology ever invented. SLA uses a UV laser to trace and cure each layer of liquid resin into incredibly detailed parts. It's perfect for visual models, tooling, and molds where surface finish and accuracy matter most. PolyJet technology works a bit differently than SLA. It jets microscopic voxel droplets of photopolymers and instantly cures them with a UV light, allowing you to combine multiple materials with that print head and colors in one build. This makes it a favorite for consumer product prototypes, medical models, and anything that needs tactile or visual realism. And then there's DLP, or digital light projection, which uses a digital projector to flash and cure entire layers all at the same time. It's faster than SLA because the laser doesn't have to trace every bit of the part, but it delivers the same level of precision, making it an ideal application for applications like dental, jewelry, and high detail components that demand tight tolerances. The resin world has also exploded in terms of materials in recent years. You've got access to high temperature resin, flexible elastomers, biocompatible materials, and tough engineering grade resins that can handle real world stress. We're no longer talking about visual prototypes here. These are real world application parts that come out of manufacturing and are ready to get put to work. So how do you choose between all of these? It really comes down to application. SLS is great for rugged, functional, complex parts. MJF gives you clean, repeatable production with tight tolerances. SAF brings true scalability and consistency across large batches. And DLP shines when you need incredible detail, clean surfaces, or specialty resins. And just like with metal additive manufacturing, plastic 3D printing offers design freedom that traditional manufacturing cannot touch. You can do things like integrate snap fits, internal channels, flexible zones, and even living hinges, all built in a single process. No assembly required. This is huge when you're trying to simplify your supply chain or iterate designs quickly. This is exactly why companies across aerospace, automotive, healthcare, and consumer techs are leaning into plastic additive manufacturing. It's not just for prototypes anymore. We're seeing clients use these technologies for final use parts, short run production, and even bridge manufacturing gaps when they're ramping up for tooling. At Evology Manufacturing, we work with all of these processes every single day. So whether you need a high performance nylon bracket, a flexible housing, or a full run of production grade parts, we've got the tech and the team to help you make it real. From design input and material selection to post-processing and finishing, we handle the entire process end to end. Plastic additive manufacturing isn't just the future, it's already here. And whether you're exploring it for the first time or ready to scale production, the opportunity to build faster, smarter, and more flexibly has never been greater. You're ready to get started, or you just want to bounce around ideas? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay curious, stay creative, and keep building with Evology Manufacturing.